This government is planning to legislate a mandatory jab for everyone in this country. I'm sorry, can you remind me, what country is this again? Because the last time I checked, it was the land of the free. I'm Alex, and someone has to say it. We have the president checking to see if he has the power to order universal masking for school kids. Congress is trying to push a bill to mandate the jab to fly in the United States, and our service members in the military will soon be required to get the jab. We're also seeing other countries literally issuing papers, please, while it's slowly creeping into America as well. Our commie-loving government is literally bringing segregation back by jab status. I mean, what psychos? Might as well sew a yellow star to our shirt since you want to repeat history so bad. Why is it that there's people in this country that have an issue with the government telling them not to kill their preborn child, but then are totally fine with the government telling us to suck it up and inject an experiment into our body that might kill us? Who knows, because there's not enough research on it. I will not apologize for refusing to be a lab rat, and my government will not be dictating what I do with my life. I'll tell you my exact problems with this jab, but the only argument I need is called American freedom to not have to inject myself with some chemicals I don't want. But it's also too new. There's been no extensive research, it's not FDA approved yet, and it's been stated there's some unknown possible serious adverse reactions that could still be identified. We don't know the long-term side effects. We're already seeing short-term side effects of myocarditis and blood clots, and for women, we have concerns of fertility. Why should we have to jeopardize our chances of starting a family so Emily down the block feels comfortable? I refuse to put something into my body that is being so heavily politicized by the least trusting groups in America. The media, the government, and big tech. Oh, well, I'm getting it to protect you. Don't. I have an immune system. And if it's such a dire need, why include bribery? Why include coercion? Why is it being so heavily politicized? And if people are being censored just for simply wanting the facts on something that's being demanded of them to take, that's already a red flag. So if you want it, go for it, but leave me alone. I know the military mandating jabs is normal. What's not normal is mandating something that's not yet FDA approved. These shots are in trial phases till year 22 to 23 and shouldn't be pushed onto anyone, including our military. Is heart inflammation a characteristic of a safe product? Because Pfizer's FDA fact sheet lists myocarditis as an increased risk. How can a nation be mission ready when a medical product that the FDA knows can cause this is being encouraged by the Secretary of Defense? I guess no one remembers or wants to talk about the anthrax debacle or those suffering neurological damage from mandated medical decisions in the forces years ago. But if keeping your troops healthy is your biggest mission, will you be halting consumption of energy drinks, processed foods, smoking cigarettes? Because all of that improves your troops' readiness and level of health, yet all we're seeing is mass suicides. But the jab is the biggest importance, right? Even though there's only been 26 COVID deaths in the military, yeah, that's some challenge. I guess this is just another prime example of our troops being an expendable asset, and it's pretty sad. And I just have a quick question for the little commies running around the country. What part of freedom bothers you exactly? Is it the part where you have to make your own decisions? You have to be independent, there's no coddling, and there's only personal responsibility for the outcomes? Or is it the part where you don't get to tell people what they can and can't do? There's no authority over dictating someone's life. Is that what scares you? There's too many people putting way too much trust into this government. Anyone who believes that the quicker you give up your rights, the quicker you get your freedoms back has never read a single history book. Pick one up and that'll change real quick. Also, be aware of those who say screw your freedoms. It means they're okay with seeing other people lose their liberties as long as it's not impacting their life. Those controlling who flies, where you eat, who goes to school, what you do outside of work, who gets to keep their job based off this one medical decision, is not focused on your health and safety. They're only focused on making sure that they have you grasped by all of your strings, so you better start paying attention.